whip them in shape. I mean, Wednesday it will literally be bang on 8. I swear that.
We're hoping.
But this is better than it's ever been.
And we had nearly everyone in the room on time.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It wasn't like, oh, the room's gone up and there's like 3 people in it.
Yeah.
I think.
It only took about, what, 4 pings since yesterday when I set up the event?
You're doing a good job, because I think what happened is because it was so used to being late, people just knew it would be late, so they go, I'll turn up in 10 minutes, it's fine. And now people know they need to turn up on time, which is good.
They knew, because I will shout at them.
Exactly.
I'll get the ban hammer.
What? Where did he come from?
If only I was this commanding in my Dota games, but alas.
I've got to throw Dave.
All along.
I'm throwing you in the title now.
10 seconds.
There we go.
I am a constant.
So close. Oh, well, there you go. Chen and Bane ban. Oh, yep. Tom is playing, of course. Sorry, Tom.
I'm not playing, and Bane is
Bane.
playing.
Yeah, Ben Elemental.
I think a lot of people like playing Bane, to be fair.
Yes, I agree.
Pretty comfortable support.
I think he's got a reasonably high skill cap, but also you don't need to be amazing to still have some impact. Especially in the lane phase, you just turn up and right click and you've won.
Yeah.
Basically. So that's pretty good.
10 seconds remaining.
Ogre is first banned so often in our in-houses. I'm not entirely sure why, but he just always is. Is he that OP?
I think people just fear the Midas strats. We
Midas.
don't do a lot of punishing or farming in houses, so
Yeah.
if Ogre's a character that does very well with a Midas and just gets out of control, becomes unkillable, multicast a billion items and spells. Pretty annoying, really.
Yeah, that's true. And this is like literally veterans' go-to first pick. If he had a signature draft, it would be first pick Witch Doctor. Every single. It must. Yeah. Can we have a counter for that? Veteran Witch Doctor pick 1 counter. It must be 10 now. I don't know. Okay, Phoenix. We've seen a first pick Phoenix before.
They banned Snapfire as well, so it was obviously intentional. There's no doubt Veteran would have probably picked Snapfire for himself.
How much do we know about Nat?
I played 1 game with him today. He's pretty good. He played Rubik, and that's all I know. Literally, that's it. I mean, maybe the UEA people know him a little bit better, or the high. I don't know. I mean, the only other UEA person here is Roidz, and that's how he knows him. He's a pretty good player. I played with him today. I know very little about him, so that's always interesting because, like, veteran, obviously, you know, you get to know the players, and that's why Chen's always banned, for example. When you've got this player who you don't know anything about and he's divine, you have no idea what his skill set could be. Maybe he's sick at, like, quite an obscure hero we don't see very often.
Is his Steam profile picture Gandalf? An AK?
I need to have a look. There I can look at the lobby.
Yeah, I don't know if there is. Oh, we might have to wait until in game. I'll try and get some Dota buff dirt on him when we can.
Oh, please.
I'm just wondering because Phoenix first pick is quite uncommon. Obviously, banning Snapfire would suggest that they've wanted to pick it, or they're just banning it because they know Max likes it. But I mean, we have seen Oli play mid Phoenix before, not to great success, but it has been done. But Phoenix is a lot also played as a 4, sometimes rarely as a 5. So it's a bit of a flexible pick for this particular team. Most teams would just immediately assume this is a 4.
True, but Oli, I think, has drafted Phoenix before, so first pick. It's not unusual for Oli to first pick Phoenix. Obviously, it means you can think about countering him. That's going to be the Tom Enchantress. It could be the Oli mid Enchantress.
10,
yeah,
he'll get the
next best thing. Now, is Lina going to be a support, or is it going to be a Roidz mid Lina? Because do you remember when Jack was drafting? Jack's done this before. He likes to pick cores in phase 1. He did phase 1 anti-mage and won with it. He's done a phase 1 Slark. He picked phase 1 Axe as well. Whereas veteran is very much let's get both the supports. So maybe they think Lina support, it can hit the egg, it's good at laning. Maybe that was the thought.
Yeah, it definitely can go mid. It wins a lot of mid matchups as well, so it's pretty safe mid hero to pick.
Yeah, it might be the safest mid.
If you assume it's mid and you pick a hard counter to it, which I can't even think of off the top of my head because it does pretty well into almost everything.
I think it does, yeah. I can't think of a counter to Lina mid. She's got so much.
Then you have another
range.
pick to counteract it. I just have last pick though, so if they save their mid pick till the last, they will guarantee a good matchup mid lane.
Yeah, there's lots of picks which will do okay against Lina, but I don't think you can hard counter Lina mid. I think that's basically impossible. Pretty much the safest mid hero of all time. Probably is.
Maybe Viper.
I don't think Viper's
spam
that
is
good.
bit too oppressive. Really.
Lena's got too much attack range. It's just obnoxious. I think maybe Viper actually would do quite well against Lena, but
actually Kunkka does do quite well into Lena because he's a tanky strength hero. Both combos pretty deadly at level 6.
Yeah.
And you can just kind of cleave
yeah,
to death. Does quite well.
Maybe I agree because Kunkka's Tidebringer range is really long. I think it must be at least as long as Lena's attack range.
It scales up as you level the ability. By level 5, it's basically global, I think.
Global. I'm going to have a look at some numbers for that because it'd be interesting to know. So Tidebringer's...
It's banned anyway, so it's not going to be big.
So once you've got the second point of Tidebringer, we're on 800 range already. So you're going to hit her.
Yeah.
Earthshaker.
Nice. Like to see
I
the
love
Earthshaker.
to see it.
Oh, who doesn't? Big team fight.
So,
Rome?
Actually, with Tom playing Enchantress, does he play a 4 or a 5 Enchantress?
He's always... Well, he's a support, definitely. There's no pos 3 Enchantress on Tom.
Is it not 5?
Tom much prefers 4 to 5. That's what he says in pub games anyway. Because when I play off lane, I tend to lane with Tom if he's in the game.
Yeah.
Because I think you can just be a bit more aggressive with the creep stealing and disrupting their pull with a big creep, stuff like that. But not sure.
There's definitely potential that Dire has just drafted their 3 supports and the off lane. You know, that kind of trio, and then they're looking for 2 cores. So maybe they are looking to flex the Phoenix, but might be a very
Pos 3 Phoenix is, I guess, is a thing, unless you do Pos Earthshaker.
Radiant have immediately won.
Well, Darkseer's win rate is one of the highest heroes in Divine at the moment. The last set of buffs were really big for him, helping out his vacuum early game as well. Yeah, Darkseer's good. They've got no like immediate combo with him straight away, but they can still draft that if they need to. And is he a good laner? It depends who he's laning against. Now, if they're going to run Clinks against Darkseer, Darkseer will have a horrible, horrible lane. He'll just end up jungling, basically. So I reckon that's why the Clinks came out so quick. I mean, it could still be a mid Clinks, but Clinks really owns Darkseer.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
It's weird that Darkseer's a 55% win rate, seeing that he has some really terrible lane matchups, like any ranged hero, basically. Oracle. Yeah, he can get countered very quickly in lane.
Well, yeah, Oracle obviously the hard counter. Maybe they're thinking though that there's no room for Oracle in that lineup. So just throwing in the Darkseer means that he's pretty much guaranteed to not get completely countered. But so far, those 4 heroes I don't think really care about Darkseer. Like a Clink Solution, I believe, doesn't get searing arrows, so loses a lot of DPS.
Oh yeah, it's not a strong illusion, but usually Darkseer's for the Wombo. Now this is the famous combo, which Na'Vi used to do back in their heyday. Darkseer into Sven. You know, Darkseer groups them in, Sven goes in, and he just cleaves down everybody. You surge the Sven, he's immune to slow, he's really fast. Yeah, that's already a good combo, Sven Darkseer. They don't need the illusions, they just need the vacuum, and they're done. So let's see if they can make it work, because Darkseer combo is a little bit harder to pull off than some people. Like, you need some follow-up. It's not like an all-in-one like Tidehunter. So we'll see. Oh, imagine Sven Ags with a nicely timed vacuum onto like 4 or 5 heroes.
I don't want to imagine it because I feel sick already.
That's a good clip. Good clip incoming.
Gets a Daedalus and just one-shots everyone with
God.
They need a Magnus to finish off the draft. Vacuum, reverse polarity.
You know
Sven.
what? I wouldn't be surprised if they chose Mag.
There's room for a Mag, I think.
Yeah,
Sven,
I think
Core,
so.
and Mag mid.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Wombo combo.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too much. I mean, at what point do we hit overkill with Wombo combo?
It gives you probably a leaner Darkseer lane, which I think is absolutely garbage. Like, it doesn't do anything.
Well,
so they might have a very weak off lane with it, but the Mag and the Sven will probably farm quite well.
The reason Darkseer is a high skill hero is because his lane is so bad. His laning phase is pretty dreadful. So a Darkseer who's had a bad lane phase needs to be stacking jungle camps, needs to have support help stack camps, needs to be basically trying to find whatever farm he can, because he's not going to get anything against Clinks. He's going to have to soak XP, hide in the trees, take the small camp. He's going to have to do... It's a very non-standard laning phase Darkseer, especially against a hero like Clinks. So I don't know who plays Darkseer on their team. That's the interesting thing.
I don't either. That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's like...
I feel like Max would give it a go.
Give it a go. I'll do it.
Well,
How hard can it be? Just put iron shells and creeps and vacuum heroes. Can't be that bad.
I was playing with Ross yesterday, I think, and he was saying that he always gets put mid, like in in-houses, when really he wants to play like other roles, like off lane, because he feels like he gets put mid just because he's like quite good at like farming and stuff. But
well, he plays Medusa mid and Alchemist mid, even in my pub games. He'll do that.
Yeah, there was that one time where Veteran puts him as Sand off lane, so he doesn't feed.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What? It's okay. It's Lena mid.
There's the Warlock for the additional.
Yeah. Oh, that's some more Wombo. Yeah.
For Fatal Bonds.
Fatal Bonds, Warlock. Oh, huge.
And it does mean that it will be Lena mid. So probably going to put Warlock in safe lane with Sven, send Witch Doctors to the off lane.
Yeah. Any combo with Darkseer is not going to do a lot, really. So.
Yeah, it's true. Unless it's some tanky, stunning melee hero like a Spirit Breaker, you put the Iron Shield on the Spirit Breaker and just run at people. But
that can be fun, actually. That can be fun.
It's fun. It's a good meme because the surge on Spirit Breaker is hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Max speed.
He hits
like
really hard when he
yeah,
gets there. Bam!
It's pretty. It can completely stop lanes or do absolutely nothing.
Right, you have to lane against Lena, so you need a mid who's just going to be okay against her. I'm not sure you want to commit Viper into a Darkseer because, you know, immune to slow. Viper's pretty useless. So let's see what they go for. Alright, the old faithful tanky boy. That will do fine against Lena.
Not very tanky against magic.
He has enough health regen and armor that he'll be okay against Lena. If you just max the E absolutely first. But we'll see.
Yeah, you have to hope that the HP regen is enough.
If you send enough regen early, you'll be
Max
alright.
yeah. Veteran, sorry.
Yeah, I wondered when we were talking about it if like I wouldn't be against. I think I've seen Max's play Sven before as well, so I wouldn't have been, like as you said, opposed to seeing Ross on the Darkseer and Max on the Sven.
I actually thought there was going to be Drekkon on the Sven.
So did I. Yeah, I thought it was a possibility.
I'm just used to it.
But they need some support.
BVGS's latest carry player.
Yeah, he likes playing carry. Well, he seems to have more success with it than support. But I think he is good at supporting too. Okay, so Nat, the mystery player. He's
so I managed to find his Dota buff. His most played hero is Wind Ranger.
Oh,
that doesn't really tell me a lot, does it?
Mostly played in the mid lane, so I expect we might see a safe lane Clinks and Dragon Knight.
I mean, in the game he played with us, he was support, but that was literally one game. Is he mostly a mid player?
Looks like it. The most played heroes: Wind Ranger, Rubik, Invoker, Pudge, SF, Magnus.
All right, yeah.
Puck,
So he's a mid.
Yeah.
He is an actual mid player. All right.
Divine 3.
Yeah. So he's an actual mid player. That should be good.
That is what you sound like.
Cool. I'm looking forward to this game. Hopefully it's not a stomp because we've got some really interesting lineups. 30 commends in 15
really
matches.
We never really seen Christian play anything other than Underlord.
Well, that's because recently, it's strange. He messaged me once on Steam. He said, "Do you mind if I watch your ranked game?" As if I'm going to say no to someone spectating me.
Oh, you know what? Christian is so humble. Like he is actually so cute.
And I said, of course you can watch. And then he watched me be basically very useless on an Underlord. And this was an immortal solo ranked game, right?
You inspired him.
But I said I did literally nothing that game. My Clinks carried me, and I just turned up and pressed buttons. And he was like, all right. And then he just played Underlord like 10 games in a row and won them all. So
amazing.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Hey, if it works, right?
Yeah. I mean, Underlord must be pretty good in lower MMR actually, because he's just insanely tanky. You can immediately teleport out if you're out of position. Big auras, it's good. Don't need to do any fancy outplays, just turn up to the wave and press fast on it and you're good. But yeah, I'll be interested to see his Earthshaker.
Yeah.
He's got the Arcana for it,
Very
so
wholesome.
He's clearly played it before.
Or he's just spent some money, one or the other. There was the Battle Pass reward, right, from last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
like that,
was it?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't have that one, so he obviously leveled his pass up a little bit. Ooh, Enchantress and Clinks. Now, Enchantress has a Dispel. So, if the bait... Does that mean you can dispel Iron Shell with it? So...
Well, he leveled 5 Spirits and is being run out by Ross Bottom. But I think the attack speed slow is enough.
Is that level 1 Fatal Bonds? I don't feel like that's the right move, is it?
No, I think isn't it usually Shadow Word that you'd level up level
most
1?
Warlocks
I
do.
feel like
Because-
Shadow Word is pretty good at level 1 because what's 15 times 12? 180. That's quite a lot of damage at level 1. Whereas, are you going to get 180 damage off level 1 Fatal Bonds? Doesn't seem likely to me.
And he can't trade now really until he hits level 2 because without the Shadow Word, you're just a melee hero basically. Oh no, sorry, a creep, like a range creep.
Yeah, range creep. Warlock has a decent base damage, but I mean, yeah, Fatal Bonds is. I mean, it might be a mistake to be honest because 12% shared damage is like whatever. Wow,
Yeah,
Tom's
especially
getting
for a rune plate.
clicked by Drekkon. Witch Doctor has actually really good base stats. I mean, not a lot
it's
of
really
armor,
high
but
base.
yeah, decent
base
damage. Cool.
Oh,
Once Tom
Ross
gets a creep though,
fucking does.
the trade doesn't go. I guess with the coconut maybe if Tom doesn't space himself out. Because it'll stun the creep forever, right? 'Cause it creeps
5
stun into
seconds,
one
I think,
5
yeah.
seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like these lanes actually. I would have maybe have liked to seen Oli go top of the Phoenix to go against this lane, have Tom in the off lane against the Sven.
It's nice to see Christian playing the offlaner and Ollie supporting though. Knowing
yeah,
that
that's
Ollie always
unusual.
plays core role.
I guess they've got 3 divines. Maybe he thought, well, I'm going to play it
Yeah.
support. So we have 3
Yeah.
cores, which is fair enough. I think, you know, you're talking about the Enchantress, so I've forgotten about this because, oh, here comes the support 1v1. It's the man fight. We love to see it.
Yeah, you
Tom with
love
the
to see
Blightstone
it.
and Impetus wins this. Drekkon actually can't run away because
Yeah.
Impetus would do more damage.
More armor as
Tom's
well
holding it.
on
There it
Enchantress.
is.
No.
Oh, the Fairy Fire.
Big, and he actually would have died without the Fairy Fire. But now Ross may kill Christian bot. Christian goes with the stun. He's okay. Enchantress didn't used to have Dispel on Enchant, right? That's something that's been added in. But you can Dispel Iron Shell with it. And Shadow Word. So she's good in every lane, pretty much. But I think maybe you're right. Maybe bot lane, just Dispel the Shadow Word. Warlock's useless.
Yeah, true actually. Didn't even think of that, but that would be really, really strong. I guess if he uses it aggressively, you can't enchant yourself.
109 pure damage from rank 1 Impetus. What?
Yeah.
What a nasty spell that is. I guess it does cost a lot of mana. Yeah, Dispelling Surge and Iron Shell is true, but I don't think Clinks cares about Surge or Iron Shell. Because he's Clinks, he's ranged, and he's got Searing Arrows, he can kill the creeps easily. I feel like Veteran's already getting too much out of this lane, because Tom is having this endless fight with Drekkon, which I think he should just sit in the lane and just click Darkseer. If you kill the Iron Shell creep fast, like both of you auto-attack it, instantly kill it, Darkseer is literally a melee creep, he's useless, he can't do anything, he's no damage, he's slow. I think they've let Veteran get away with a bit too much at the moment, but maybe that's not knowing how weak Darkseer actually is. But, oh well, that's, they may pay for that later, we'll see. At least Clinks is farmed.
Yeah, eventually you'll have enough points in Searing Arrows that you can't really... Max can't really sit in the lane, but if he doesn't focus the Iron Shell, then yeah, it's going to be a lot of farm for him. Not having Deathrack now to level 6 actually really hurts Clinks in this lane. Before it was a really good lane.
That's
Well,
that's even more of a power.
Like every 2 or 3 waves, you just eat the Iron Shell creep.
But Darkseer should not have 16 CS in any lane at this point.
No, for sure.
But, yeah. Well, it's good.
Max is
Veteran's
actually
gonna
just
farm.
stood in the lane. Jack's more interested in hitting creeps than hitting him. Not really sure why.
How mid's going. I mean, I think
A lot of
Dan...
tipping. It's a lot of tipping.
Oh, well, it's the UEA. It's UEA on UEA action. I can see that Dan said in the chat, he was saying that Lina... Oh, whoa, some damage going on with Veteran? No, it'll be fine. That Lina is really good against Dragon Knight, and like, oh, you know, high damage can just click her. I don't think that's really that true. You can see that Nat's having no problem here. In fact, I don't know why he's diving the tower, though. That's interesting. Never mind. I take it back. I take it back. Oh, he had to. He's south for an attack. Regen rune, but he still dies. Okay, that was. I know I missed the first blood. Unfortunately, missed Tom against Drekkon, but that was an interesting play from Nat. I was about to say the lane's going fine for him, and then he randomly is up on the high ground under the tower. Maybe he thought he could get a kill. Okay, but Jack managed to find the return kill on Veteran, so he's going to take that. Yeah, interesting play from Nat. I don't know, maybe he thought he was stronger than he actually is. Dragon Knight has very little damage with rank 1 Breathe Fire, because he's actually gone for an early point of Dragon Tail. I tend to skip Dragon Tail completely when I play mid Dragon Knight. But,
yeah, I think that's the normal build, especially against Lina, who you should never really be in melee range to stun her.
yeah,
but...
no one's coming to
Ollie?
set up a gank.
Oh, okay.
Ollie's doing a swerve.
Bounty runes.
Money to burn.
Brexx and Oli are going to find each other.
Oh, Brexx, nice deny. Nice deny. Good thinking there. Good thinking. But Oli will secure this bounty here. I like that you can attack runes. It's weird that you have to like A-click them and that. It's not really described in the game. You kind of have to work it out or be told. But I still like that it's there.
Roidz is going to opt for straight boots of travel on Lena. Not even get a Yules or any mana regen. Just straight into fast movement speed.
Usually in sort of high-tier pubs, when you see Lena, it's Yules and then travels. Like going literally first item travels. I mean, he's not an alchemist. I think that's a bit greedy. But he'll be fast. You can give him that. Does that not block the camp? Was that on purpose? Oh, maybe it was. Maybe because Thom wants the creeps from it. But Veteran, he's also getting farm of the hard camp. At least Tom's going to soak the experience.
He's only level 2 though.
Oh, he takes the creep away. Oh, misses the Kamehameha. And steals a couple of the creeps as well. Got to make the most out of this creep. It only lasts 20 seconds, so you need to spam as many shockwaves as you can. Quite a lot of damage. Also hits for 62. Jack is level 6. He's going in for some kill action. Here we go on Drekkon. Nice, surge away. He's going to be alright. So they've used Enchantment Veteran. Do they have the damage to kill him? Jack, for some reason, is playing very scared. Okay.
Seems to be very content just farming in this lane. At the moment, they are coming out on top. Radiant, actually, with Max's Darkseer getting a lot more farm. The Christian getting gone on.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay. Oh, the laser coming out from Oli.
The Shadow Word, actually, is going to actually finish him off. Will not be enough HP
75.
regen.
He's got a decent amount of health regen. 12.5 health regen on the Earthshaker with the Tango.
It's going to be close.
34. It's fine, he's fine. 20 HP. No problem.
Blob sweats.
Oh, Roidz, he popped the ult mid. I heard the Lagoon Blade's got haste rune. Gets the kill with the Dragon
form.
Bad time to use Dragon Form. He's 2 levels ahead. And that's before the kill, he was 2 levels ahead. Now he's even further. Okay, Jack finds a kill. Veteran having to run. So, does Enchantress give extra health to the creep? It does. So that's the combo, isn't it? It's the Clink's combo. That's why they've done it. At least that's somewhat factored into the draft. So Death Pact is 40% of its health and 4% of its damage at rank 1. It goes up to 14%. Wait, it goes up to 100% bonus health. And Enchantress adds 1200 HP to the creep. Whoa.
It's a 1500 HP Dark Troll Summoner right now.
And that's before it gets, look at the bonus, 200, 400, 800, 1200.
Oh my god.
So this is going to be an enormously tanky Klink. It's going to run into the team fight with like 100 plus bonus damage. Well, how much is the damage? 14%. So the 2k HP creep, how much is that going to be?
He's 1400 HP and 120 damage right now before Searing Arrows. He's gonna looks like he's gonna try and hunt mid, look for a kill on Roidz, who's sat invis right now. Destructor's in the vicinity, looks like they want to try and kill Dragon Knight.
It's the stun.
Miss though.
Oh, with the light
Thinks
strike.
is here.
I don't think, is that enough? Nat does have a stun. He goes for the stun. I think that's Roidz dead. Yeah. No permanent damage anymore. But he had the Death Pact up, 600 HP and 60 damage. You know, I've done a... if my maths is correct, I believe Klinks can get about 200 damage from a max rank Death Pact. Over 200 damage. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Almost a free rapier. I guess
free, yeah.
I mean, it is his ultimate move. But that's insane. And over 2000 HP. I mean, imagine a free heart and a rapier. Yes, please.
This is why I ban Klinks every game now.
Do you?
Like, yeah.
I need to think about who I should ban now. Did a lot of anti-mage, kind of gone off banning him.
It used to be Sniper religiously for me, but
looks like Roid's going to TP top straight away. Max has no mana. He doesn't mana boots actually.
Oh, he got arcane boots.
He's going to try and kill Jack here.
Does Jack know? Jack does not know. He can't see either of them. Okay, sees Veteran. He thinks, oh, free kill. Then he sees Roidz and he goes, oh, he's got the dust. Easy 1, 2, 3 punch. Whose dust was that? Was that Roid's dust?
It was Roidz. Yeah, TP'd up with it.
Oh, very good play. And out come all the emotes.
I'm so glad I'm not playing in this game.
I was about to say that. When
they would all be muted so fast.
Yeah, when Bay is not there, all the voice chat lines and the tips come out.
That's the UEA boys having a bit of fun. The Roidz, as he would say, I'm dubbing this guy mid lane. You see,
Oli maybe in a spot bothered. We'll get the dive away.
Level 6v6 bot lane. I've noticed.
Ross has a Midas up in Sven.
Oh, a 10-minute Midas. Nat does tread swap, so he's at least a decent player. Confirmed.
Nice.
That's the criteria. I saw Roidz was swapping out his null talismans to bottle earlier as well. Also a decent player.
Yeah, I did see that. It was next level when you had to drop it on the floor. It was way more risk. They drop it right in front of you in the lane to use their arcane boots. Flexing. Right, Ollie's not 6 yet. He's close. It's level 6 and 5. He's 6 and 5. Drekkon's gone in. Christian's going to take a bit of damage. I don't think they have enough to kill him. Oh, he got stunned again. Yeah, he's dead. Pops the big wand. Yeah, he's being killed shadowed. He's definitely going to go down. Will they get the return kill on Brexx? I hope so. No, they're not. They're not actually chasing Brexx. Drekkon's now level 6. May look for a kill. The famous Witch Doctor Maledict Deathward.
Oh,
Easy
he'd love
kill.
to see it. Love to see it.
I mean, he needs, what, 1 more XP and he'll hit level 7. And then he's got the max rank Maledict.
Christian did the thing that everyone does once against Witch Doctor and never again, which is use a salve while you have Maledict on you, thinking that the damage is only the big burst. Maledict has damage over time and it instantly cancels your salve.
It's that tiny bit, just enough to stop regen and salves.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't know how quick the tick infinite is, but it feels very, very quick, like almost continuous.
It's going to be at least a second, so I don't think you're going to get much off.
Well, he's going on Drekkon here.
He's trying. He's got egg.
Christian.
Ross is waiting with his ult up. I think Ollie's going to have to use his egg. Is he going to get the egg off in time? He's got no mana.
No mana.
Oh, so he's dead. I heard Christian Echo Slam, so he does get a kill on Drekkon. Now he needs to run. But Ross isn't really doing enough damage early game. I mean, Treads and Midas and rank 1 ult is a bit pathetic. Just enough to kill Ollie.
I'm guessing he went Treads because of the Phoenix, because I'm a big fan of FaZe and Sven over the Treads.
Yeah, I played a Sven game recently, and I went Treads. And that game, I was like, I wish I had FaZe. The whole game. I was like being blocked by units, and I was slow, and I was like, yeah, I should have gone FaZe. I agree with you. Go FaZe on Sven. You lose DPS, but the speed is too useful.
Yeah, the burst movement speed helps you keep up with people. I just use Sven as the one hero.
Jesus
Died to
Christ.
back. He had to egg.
Laguna.
I think Veteran's going to go down. Yep, Surge dispelled off. Goodbye. And for some reason, Jack leaves the kill to Tom.
Yeah.
He was like, you have it. I don't
The
need
only
it.
time I've ever seen a core not be like, oh, that's my kill. I don't know. I'll leave it for the support.
The triple dragon.
I guess
mid.
Tom is technically the carry this game with his
What a
enchanting
G.
creeps.
True. Tom goes huge with his creeps. He's almost he's maxed enchant, or 3 points enchant. Yeah, synergizes so well with the clinks, you pretty much have to, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey look, rank 1 Death Pact, we're already getting 76 bonus damage, it's 700 HP. He is a tanky boy.
Pretty good. Jax looks like he's rotated bottom. They are eyeing up this Warlock.
Oh, Roidz has gone travels first item. Like literally straight travels before yours. The levels are pretty equal. Gold is a little bit in Radiant's favour. Brexx, I think you're going to get killed. No stun landed on, unfortunately, but Jack
Didn't even need Christian.
Jack kills him in like 3 hits. Christian was the bait, basically. Yeah, he didn't need to be there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The tower is on
Ross
100%
is
HP. Are they going to group up and hit it? I hope so.
Ross is just farming it up right now. He's about to run into Jack here. If they saw each other. Yeah, they definitely did. See the ping come out. Look how many sentries that Dire have right now in the Radiant jungle. Really trying to shut down all the vision. And then there's just a ward in the middle of all of them.
That's a good ward. That's because it's a sort of slightly non-standard ward spot. Oh, Jack gets dusted. Hit by another stun. His Dark Pack ran out. So he's going to get easily taken down by Roidz. And Ollie, he's on the run. He's level 6. But he's not got his ult ready. Oh, gets stunned. Tried to juke, but unfortunately didn't hit it. Oh, nice kills for the Radiant. This Sven is
any
scary.
Death Pact up actually. They just walk in and kill him.
The duration is almost as long as the cooldown, so they caught him at just the right time.
65-second uptime, 100-second cooldown. Oh no, it's 80-second cooldown. It's mana cosmic.
80, yeah.
Oh
So
wow, yeah. When you're level 18, you have it up 100% of the time.
if you can find stuff. Find
Well,
creeps
Tom
to
can
eat.
just feed him creeps.
Well, Tom's got to keep going around going, here you go, sir, dinner.
But in chance over 20-second cooldown, you can send 3 of them and he can have his pick.
And he's like the butler. Butler for the demon clinks.
Another one devoured just now. Looks like they're on the hunt. If they can catch Ross here, because Ross is just enjoying some free farming video game.
It's 92 bonus damage now. Plus the 60 searing arrows. Whoa. Brutal.
Let's have a quick look at that net worth. 2k ahead almost is Ross over the Clinks.
Yeah, Clinks is looking for fights, you see. He's, how many CS has he got? 74 CS, so not very much. Oh, but he'll help take the tower.
This is what Dire need to be doing in this lineup, because they don't have really a big team fight lineup. The only team fight ability they have Echo and they have Egg. But if BKB is a pop, neither of those spells do anything.
Oh, they smoked right into Ross. They found him. Straight into them. They're going to stun him. Does Jack have the damage? Yeah, they're going to pop the Egg as well. Oh, here comes the vacuum and the stun. Witch Doctor ult doing a lot of damage, but they can't kill the Egg. So Egg is going to stun everyone, but I think Nat is dead. Jack's going to have to run as well.
Yeah.
Oli, he uses the Icarus Dive not to run away, but to do damage. And yeah, Echo Slam.
What?
It's big. It does get double kill. But is there going to be any further from that? Oh, here comes the Sven. He's ulted. He's fast. He's surged. I think Tom's going to go down. Yeah, and that's going to be a full team wipe.
Oh my god, what a fight! Like, that Kekko's actually made me jump. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, let's watch a replay on that.
Holy moly.
Let's see how much the fight we get. So you see the Dire, they all engage. Radiant, return with the great vacuum. I mean, basically they kill Dragon Knight straight away with the Maledict Witch Doctor ult. Oli dives in way too aggressively. The Echo's pretty big. It does manage to take out both the supports pretty much instantly. But unfortunately, they don't have any damage left to kill the cores, because Jack also died to the Maledict. It was that vacuum Maledict on both cores that basically won them the fight.
Another minus 110 gold as Jack was dying. He swapped in his salve and drank it to quickly find out it doesn't work against Maledict.
Second time? Maybe they'll learn eventually.
So Dara spent 220 gold right now on wasteful consumables.
This is an educational stream.
They're all learning so much.
Don't sell off the Maledict unless you need like literally 3 HP to live and you've calculated it. But that's very unlikely. I mean, the last tick of Maledict's usually an overkill of like 1,000 because you're so low.
Christian.
Got the blink out in time.
Oh, is Axe out on Sven already now?
Does Fatal Bonds not interrupt Blink Dagger?
It doesn't do any damage until something is attacked.
Okay, so he had the Fatal Bonds on him, but there was nothing.
Nothing attacked, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, they've got the Yules. There comes the stun. Do they have enough damage to kill Christian? Roidz has quite a lot of auto attacks. Big heal. 20 stick wand. But Roidz, so much range. I think Beth is going to pay for it. Did they enchant off? No, didn't have enchant. Nat's here though. He stunned Roidz. In comes Ross. Ross already has the Aghanims. He went first item Ags. The egg is popped, but it's very far away. Jack runs straight through the wall. I think that's going to be the end of their fight. Yeah, Oli
he hasn't got death backed up on Clinks. He can't really take this fight. They actually bought back on the Earthshaker.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was the call because Roidz has immediately gone top lane with his Boots of Travel, getting that farm.
He's got Echo up though in 2 seconds, I guess.
He does, but
maybe he thought the fight would still go on.
Well, the thing is, the Radiant can easily run away at that point. Dire have very little engage, so if they see the Barbet, they can go, okay, we'll leave, and then they did, and they're gone. They don't have much hold. You see, they've got, if they don't have the Earthshaker, the enemy team can just run away. I mean, Dragon Knight can stun one person.
They've smoked on Dire, and so they're trying to run up to find Roidz. But I think smoking your Dragon Knight ult is worn off. You don't have your egg on your Phoenix. It's actually a really good time for Radiant to take a fight. They have the Warlock ulti. I mean, Sven doesn't have his ulti, but I think with the rest of his team, it's probably enough to take a fight.
Sven's ult's kind of a bit useless when you've gone Midas in straight into Ags, so he just needs to be there for the stun.
They find Lina. They're going to go on her. No, they're going to back off.
They know she was there. They may have had vision. They put the ward there. So
they put that ward down. Does it give vision of Lina? Well, as she walks us that.
Well, now they can see her, but it's a bit late. Oh, Brexx. They're going to find him. Christian. Stun. Into stun. A lot of damage coming out. Surely Brexx is dead here.
Oh,
no, he's not.
Suicide.
Yeah, Ollie's going to die. Gets hit by the stun multiple times. Another stun. Look at this Witch Doctor. Just shredding everyone. Tom, he gets yours. Look how fast Roidz is. 830 move speed. Basically teleporting across the map. Maybe another kill for him. He's going MKB first item after Yules. I mean, second item really. It's my favourite way to play Lina. Yeah, get the Yules, get the travels, get the MKB. Also has a Grove bow, which is awesome.
Radiant is so far ahead right now. 12k net worth. Most of it is just from the cores alone. I think 6k of it. About 3k on each core over their counterpart. It's not looking good for Dire right now. They need a big Wombo team fight to come back in this.
Also, having Guardian Greaves up this early into the game, you saw how much it healed Brexx. Just kept him alive. Also, Warlock has 3 strength gains, so not even that squishy a support hero. Plus the Guardian Greaves. They just can't bring him down.
He has a Midas.
Yeah, oh, of
Of course
course
he
he
has a
does.
Midas.
Of course he does. This is an old build when Warlocks used to go Midas a lot.
Good for the Radiant.
Because all they needed was Midas, and then they tried to get Ags. But he is going for a Glimmer Cape, so he's building a reasonable item.
Money to burn.
Because it's typical of a pub Warlock to do nothing but build Ags and Refresher.
Yeah.
I just don't know how they stop this Sven.
Oh, he's doing what he wants now. He's built quite defensive items, or not damage items. Aghanims and now Heaven's Halberd. So he's not
I'm
got
not sure
like, a
about the
ton of
Halberd.
damage.
I think
mean-
the concept is that if he's going to die, it's going to be from Clinks clicking him. But with Warcry, I don't think the Clinks does any damage. Literally 0 damage.
Well, early game. I mean, look,
Farmer?
Clinks has 193 bonus damage from Tom's Creep. So
And
he
he
is
only has
hitting
a
pretty
Desolator.
hard. But he's got, like,
Middle tower is
350
all
damage.
overload. Being attacked.
Warcry does give 15 armor. Like, it's a significant amount.
Yeah,
of
it's
armor.
decent. I think Clinks could still kill him, but they need the stun. I feel
Yeah.
the problem with the die is they can't lock anyone in place. They need to get the Earthshaker and the Dragon Knight in. Dragon Knights went Shadow Blade, which I think is a bit of an unreliable engage method, especially against a hero as fast as Lina. Like now,
Yeah,
you
I
could
hate
blink
it.
Stunner.
I really dislike Shadow Blade
Oh,
Dragon Knight. He doesn't have the
stun.
mana pool to support it really either.
Lina is
Although
level
it's a
18.
back
Here
wall.
comes the vacuum wall. It only creates 2 illusions. Roidz has been stunned. They've already killed Christian. Drekkon, he might go down. Yeah, Drekkon does go down. Jack's going to kill him. He's now disarmed. He's on the run. Tom dies literally from being clicked through Jack. Doesn't even get hit by a direct hit. Jack is pretty much 100% on the run. He's going to make it out. What's going on in the back? Roidz. He stuns Nat. I think Nat may die to the illusions. Okay, the egg is going to protect him for now. Egg stun. Doesn't actually hit anyone. Ross is still around. Has his ult up as well. Oh, Brexx
Poor Golem.
little
Golem.
sneakily
Oh
steals the
my
kill with the golem.
God.
Awesome.
Nat is actually hunting Roids. Ooh, Roids is aware. I think he's going to keep running away.
That would have been a good kill for him. I mean, look at the levels. So have a look at the hero levels. 18, 16, 14 versus 14, 14, 12.
Is that golem just gliding for you? It's not even walking. It's literally
Yeah,
just
it
gliding
is.
and walking.
It's kind of like floating.
Tower is all
I like that actually. I like that animation. That's cool.
It's going to time out, isn't it? Timed out.
Did it die to the tower? I didn't. Not
No,
sure.
it timed out.
Oh, that's a shame. That was clearly Brex's really good timing.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, Oli is a pretty low level. He's the lowest net worth in the game and the lowest level. He's got the Philosopher's Stone, I guess. That's going to help him out. But having egg, I mean, they can't kill the egg anyway. They never even try to. They just run away. They go, "Ah, Surge, we're out. See ya." Team fighting's for losers.
Yeah,
And then
we
they
saw
turn around
Jack-
and one-shot you.
Jack completely annihilated the Witch Doctor at the start of that fight, and Radiant killed the Earthshaker. And I don't know, it just kind of felt like the fight was then a bit messy after that. They didn't focus the same target. Sven was running up towards the tower. They are going to smoke him.
No.
from
Oh, they
top.
did the Dark Pack combo straight away. That's 193 bonus damage yet again. Christian's blinked in. They're trying to get Roidz. Roidz is so fast. It's been surged. They don't have ults though. Jack gets disarmed. The disarm doing a lot. Christian's already dead. Roidz, he is just clicking everyone with his MKB. But Jack is here.
He's up.
He's
Ross
going to
is
find
running
veteran.
away.
Okay, that's veteran for Christian is okay. That's a pos 3 for pos 3. Roid's TPing out. Jack is pretty low level, but he does have a Desolator and 350 damage. Drekkon, you're going to die in like 4 attacks unless the team are ready to save you.
Glimmer.
He walks into a sentry. Drekkon does 3
Oh
attacks.
my god.
He's pretty tanky as well. Look how much HP he's got. He's also got the Essence Ring if he wants to use it. I think he's going to kill Brexx. No,
He's
no
got to
vision.
use it soon.
Is he going to use it? No, he's like, I don't want to use it.
Wow.
That costs mana. But the team, they're coming in. Because Ross is like, well, they've gone, so Farm's obviously fine now. Okay, they have vision. So he gets the stun. I think Brexx is
That's
going to die.
unlucky.
Wow, that's a lot of damage coming out from Jack. Okay, finally, the Dire actually managed to get some kills. This is good for them. Take over the jungle. Is that...
Yeah.
How do you create the skeleton? Oh, that's from a tower.
It's a level 10 talent.
Okay. But Roidz, I think he found another kill on Christian. Solo, pretty much. Wow, just boots are traveling around the map, slaying people. Level 20 on this Lina.
They're going to go Roche here and die, and they get it for free because Sven uses his ulti.
Yeah, that's really good play from Dire. That gives him some XP as well. Oh, quite a lot of healing from Sunray. More than I thought it did, actually. How much is it doing?
Percentage, 6% health per second. Oh no, that's how much it costs.
No, that
16
2.5%.
and 2.5%.
Okay. I mean, 16 a second is nothing. That's like a tango. But 2.5%, that's a bit better.
Yeah, on a tanky Clinks, 3k HP Clinks because of Death Pack, that Sunray is healing a lot.
That's not even max death pack. Look at it, 1,600 HP, 207 damage. It's going to be even more when it hits the max rank.
He's going to be near 4k HP, I'm sure, but after he gets his BKB.
He gets a talent at 25, 50% and 5% damage. He can
150%.
150% of a creep, so he can get... How much health is he getting for free? Like over 3k? I mean, that's like more than a Heart of Trask. That's like 2 Hearts of Trask. I want to see that. I want to see the super big tanky Clinks who just cannot be killed. You might hit hard, Sven, but I have 6,000 HP.
Yeah, Ghost Scepter queued up for Ross, no surprise. Not the Sven one, the Witch Doctor one.
Ah, Drekkon, yeah.
The voodoo one.
Not a surprise. He died in literally 3 attacks. I hope he can react quick enough.
I was going to say, it doesn't matter, Ghost Scepter. If you can't pop it quick enough, you're just dead.
Oh, there's a clip. I'm dead. Okay, Radiant are aggressive in the dire jungle. What are they looking for?
Dire's middle tower
I mean, Radiant is still so far ahead that both their cores are absolutely massive. It's just... This Clinks is getting free reign at the moment. It's scary. Well, they're coming in. Christian's going to end up...
No, don't go. You don't have Clinks. You don't have Clinks. Why are you fighting?
Ross has popped the ult.
This is the 3 versus 4, 5. I mean, that is not a good fight. Jack turns up, but it's way too late. What are they thinking? Okay, the stun does go off. For some reason, no one can kill Oli Zeg no matter what. Oh, that's stun range. I didn't realize he had that.
I know.
Increases it with legs.
It's just absolutely just disgusting.
Oh, 500 bonus cast range. Wow, that's a lot. They didn't have Clinks with them. I don't know why they engaged the fight. They popped Dragon Form, they stunned. It might have been a miscommunication. But
Maybe they also weren't expecting all of them to be around the jungle, I think. Like...
Yeah. Oh, goodbye Ghost Scepter. Gets sniped by Jack. So he's going to be free kill for another few minutes. Yeah, that's an easy tower. Not easy racks. Solid lead now. 20,000 net worth. They have more than 50% more net worth than Dire. So they're pretty huge. He's got his full BKB. Ross is playing... I've never seen Ross build so defensive on a hero. Aghanim's, then into Halberd, into BKB. He's like, I've got damage. I don't need damage. I just want to never die. Has he died? No,
I guess you can argue that all the items he's built has given him strength, which is good for his ulti, which is in turn damage. So
yeah, a little bit. You get 10 from the Black King bar, 20 from
come
the Wombo.
on. Link's just found an over-destruction.
Well, he needs it. They need it. Their team are not doing well. So any damage Clinks can get is going to be welcome. Oh, they're going in on that. They found him. He's being healed. He's gone Blade Belt.
Oh, it's a huge Echo Slam.
It is. They actually nearly kill Ross, but Ross still has his BKB, and Roidz, he has BKB too. They both the Morbros gone BKB. Okay, Roidz is going to find out Clinks. No, he doesn't, because he gets healed up by the Guardian Greaves. Goodbye, Drekkon. You don't have your Ghost Scepter because the courier died. Oh, the enchant. He uses it perfectly after the surge. Okay, they get some return kills. That's good. You know, unfortunately they lost Nat, and they didn't quite get Roidz because it was like 1 attack away, or the Guardian Greaves saved him. Damn. The double BKB from the Morbros coming out exactly the same time, Ross and Roidz. It's strong. But I guess against Clinks it doesn't do a lot.
Yeah, Clinks will still chop you up. Jack's actually under a ward here.
I don't think he can kill Ross.
He's going in.
Oh, Jack also has BKB. He didn't have a big deathback creep. I think he had to deathback like a lane creep, so it wasn't quite as much damage. And
he doesn't have active at all.
Yeah.
Was it there when
he had a weaker one? Yeah, it was only like 100 damage. So he needs to find a big creep. Like if he takes a mud golem, it's basically nothing. He needs to.
He's just waiting for Tom.
Yeah, he is. Hi Tom, feed me a creep, please. I think it's max HP of the creep. Is that right?
Yes. It's not
oh no, it says based on its current health. So Tom can't throw him like a injured creep. He's got to prepare fresh. He's got to give him a fresh kill.
Fresh.
How long does the duration of an enchant last? It is 2 minutes. So he can enchant one now, or not.
Yeah, he's not feeding his Clinks.
I guess he doesn't need it yet. Maybe that's what he's thinking.
I guess there's no reason not to have it up. If you have 100% uptime, you might as well always be sat under it. If he gets ganked now in 1700 HP with Aegis, he dies twice. Just straight up. If he has nearly 4k HP, maybe he doesn't die instantly, you know?
I think he'll actually gain well over 4k HP. I want to see. Okay,
I want to see it, but they're not feeding him anything.
No, he'll gain 2,110 HP.
Oh my lord.
2,150. So he's just dark packed a creep, not a strong creep. So he only gets a 1,100 health and 154 damage. He could be getting a lot more. But there's a creep waiting for him, the Wild Wing Ripper.
Tom had sent it to him, yeah. He was like, yeah. Jack's like, I can't eat it, man. I've already eaten.
He's full, yeah. is hit level 20. Gets the kills reset deathback cooldown, which I can't see.
Big fight coming.
Oh, Christian misses the stun and misses the echo. That's a shame. Gets killed in like 2 hits. They are going to kill the egg because Oli's gone in basically by himself and die. What are they doing? BKB has been popped by Clinks, but Sir has it by Roidz and Ross. Nat, he's at the back trying to do what he can. Ross, he's trying to kill Tom.
Ross hit the wild wing. Hit the wild wing.
And Ross does get the kill with another Stormhammer. Of course, this reduced cooldown. Again, the Dire, it was a really bad fight. Oli's egg died straight away. Christian jumped in and echoed when his team weren't nearby. I'm not saying it's immediately Christian or Oli's fault, but there's definitely a communication loss there. Right, they didn't say, okay guys, are you ready? They just went in.
Yeah, they split up just about enough that the echo just completely whips everyone. Ross gets the BKB off and one shots poor Christian.
I think it's just a communication problem, or they're getting a little bit desperate. They're like, oh, I found him, let's get him. And no, they're all 5.
It's also, I think, the issue of more complicated team fight versus quite simple team fight. You know, Warlock ulti, huge AoE stun, vacuum, pretty large AoE. Sven just presses Q and kills someone because that's how Sven works in this patch.
Yep, that's true. The harder team fight to get off usually loses the in-house. That's pretty much been the recurring theme. Until we hit that, you know, we're good enough, we've hit that Dota level where we can easily synergize. Yeah, it's teamwork, it's teamwork.
And Jack also didn't have the 4k HP, only had 2.6, so he had to run away. If he had an extra, you know, 1400 HP, he could have stood his ground maybe a little bit more, but...
Yeah, I feel like with an Enchantress on your team, you should only be eating Enchantress creeps, because it's not like Tom's going to struggle finding them. Tranquil Boots is an interesting item on Enchantress.
Even if Tom only enchanted range melee creeps, I mean that will give you 1800 HP creep. It's still better than just eating a camp creep.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of HP.
There's definitely no shortage of those.
You're not going to find a 2k HP creep in the jungle because they just don't exist. The most is what, 950.
Yeah. Oh no, the Centaur I think is 1.1. The Tomatoes.
Oh yeah, it is 1.1. Yeah.
So yeah, I think the Centaur is the beefiest. I don't know what the Wild King is. Dark Troll Summon is also 1.1.
All right, there it is. It's been eaten. So let's find out the stats. 2,300 health, 322 damage.
My God.
That's how much is a rapier? 300.
Isn't it 322? Didn't they make it for the memes?
Did they make it?
Wasn't it 300?
It's 330 now.
330. Okay, so it's almost very nearly a rapier and 2,300 HP. It's 2 Witless Shakos and a rapier. I'll take it. 4,000 HP, 500 plus damage. He's huge. And it lasts a decent amount of time. If we ping it now, we've still got 30 seconds left. I guess Tom needs to just continually feed him creeps.
Yeah, exactly. Tom should already be lining up the next one.
Here comes the smoke. The Radiant are much stronger than the Dire right now. Like, hugely stronger. And they're all grouped up, ready to go. You know Brexx has overtaken Veteran in farm.
Midas?
Is it just the Midas?
He's got an Aghanim's now as well, so 2 golems coming in.
That increases the stun by about 0.4 seconds.
He's getting gone on.
Yeah, oh, the BKB pop. He has got a lot of damage. He's about to run out, though. He's got another creep waiting for him. Is he going to eat it? Eat it. Eat it. Yeah, there it is. So he refreshes it. His BKB's used it on the run now. Ross being surged in. Veteran, he blinked. Out comes the stun.
Oh,
he's brought Sven into his entire team. Are they going to have the damage to kill Ross? I don't think so. He hasn't got a lot of armor. Okay, he's going to back. Nat went in. I think even with the blade mail, you're not going to do enough to Sven. The vacuum wall, it gets all 4 heroes. Oli goes straight into the egg. Ross, he doesn't care. He's going in.
Whoa.
Deletes Christian, almost kills Tom as well. Roidz, is he going to get Tom? He is. But Roidz ends up dying. 3 buybacks from the Dire.
The surge away.
And then they're just like, see ya.
He's going to run straight into a double damage rune.
Perfect. And Roche is there with the cheese. Well, all of Dire are up. I mean, they did have to use 3 buybacks for that. They killed Roidz there, so that's pretty big. Roidz went way too far trying to get Tom. I mean, I don't know why he hates Tom so much, but... No Sven ulti would be a good time to fight.
Yeah, I would definitely argue that like stunning the Phoenix as Sven as your primary target to start a fight, not maybe the best. Phoenix just dives back, you're in the middle of their entire team, then really far away from yours, so...
Yeah, true. You can't cancel it and be like, actually, didn't want to go in.
Actually, I'll just stay here. Not like Icarus dive. You go till you hit the target or they blink. That's how it works.
Yeah, you can't. No. What about 4 staffs? If they had enough 4 staffs, so they could drag him into the base if they had 5.
Basically, yeah.
Maybe
but
that's the
it's quite hard
strat.
to
That's the
pull off.
huge strat. And then you wall him in with Earthshaker. And as I say, he's trapped.
Oh my god.
You have to be quite desperate to do that, but it could work.
Puppy would do it.
Oh, yeah. And then everyone would say it's broken. Oh, that's a good old Pudge hook, base fountain hook that happened at TI, and then they patched it. It just had to be
How is
abused at
that
TI.
balanced?
It wasn't.
Well, because it was quite hard to time.
Reloader.
And if you miss it, Pudge is sitting in the base. So
Oh,
they're running in. They know they're there, and so they're just running. Are they
What?
going to get anyone with this?
I thought
Oh.
Jack go on.
Jack is
Brexx.
taking a lot of damage. Ross has engaged his ultimate. Out comes the wall. He doesn't actually get anyone yet. Brexx manages to get a kill. Roidz has a kill as well. That's a third
Oh,
kill.
just one shot.
He's got a Daedalus and an
my
enchanted
God.
quiver. So the first hit also has 300 magic damage on it.
The spell is the Shadow Blade.
Oh, taking quite a bit of damage from the blade now. I think he'll be fine. And that's a full team wipe.
I actually can't believe that Tom just got one shot. Like,
He only has 1200
oh
HP.
my god, man.
GG. 11-0-11, Sven. I wonder if he'll be banned next. They
He's
needed to
done well in,
vacuum.
He's done well in recent in-houses, proving to be quite strong.
It's very
think-
straightforward.
He's another one of those heroes that just farms exceedingly fast. So carry players who like farming or are good at farming will just be very strong. And a strong Sven right now is quite a hard hero to deal with, and especially when he's got Surge. Oh my god, he's so fast.
I mean, Roidz actually almost was as farmed as Ross in terms of net worth. He stayed pretty close to him the entire game. In fact, look at the two of them just go together. True bros.
Yeah.
They were so dominant. Ross had perfect free farm throughout the entire game and an early Midas, and Roidz just slaying that, running around, getting kills everywhere he turned up. Yeah, I think those two really carried their game. And yes, they had big team fight. Drekkon did some good early game ults, which helped them win the early fights. Brexx and Veteran doing well in the late game. But pretty much Ross and Roidz were just uncontested, round and round, terrorizing everything.
Another win for Roidz. This man cannot be stopped.
Yeah.
That's true. Jack, I think he did pretty well. As the Clinks, he did what he can. Nat, I think his item build was a bit questionable. I would have thought about Blink Dagger maybe, so you could actually get the stun on, rather than relying on the Shadow Blade. He did struggle a little bit more in lane than I was anticipating. And Christian, he had a few unfortunate echo attempts and stuns, which, their team fight, like you said, Dave, it's harder to pull off. And if they mess up like a bit of the Earthshaker stuff, that's it. They've just run out of stuns. Everything's gone. So draft an easier team, Oli. Your team will thank you for it. But it was a good game. Some nice team fights. Fun to see.
Yeah, the 4K HP Clinks is definitely a thing that could potentially ruin an in-house at some day. Just this game wasn't it. They just couldn't keep up with the